Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's Connor McIver with Paris 911 at RE/MAX. Have a few exciting tidbits of information to pass on with you regarding the Paris 911 team here at RE/MAX of Santa Clarita. Wanted to throw out, we're starting a new advertising campaign for our listings, which is going to include a podcast, and it's going to be published into YouTube. It'll also be published into iTunes, believe it or not, and we'll be able to get into Yahoo Video and our ZipVo video feed as well. And that's one of the largest mediums on the internet. You can virtual tour a property all day long, but if that virtual tour is not submitted into the major search engines, the organic searches when people are searching for properties out there, it's not going to be there. So these properties are going to remain on the market without getting viewed. Also, if your agent's not using Realtor.com, you want to make sure to get that fire lit under them so they will start using it. Because Realtor.com, everybody goes there. It might be that their search engines and things, their servers are actually overwhelmed with all the data they're trying to pull from all those different boards of realtors or different multiple listing services. However, it's still not a bad product. But again, every property listed for sale is there. Unfortunately, the agents that have those properties, a lot of them aren't paying the extra fees to Realtor.com to be showcased on there. So if their agents are not being showcased, they're unable to put in virtual tours, extra photos, taglines, banners, frames around these listings, drawing the general public in to your house that's for sale before anybody else's. So that's something to look at. Also, your agent should be really active on the internet. 85% of people are looking on the internet for properties before even contacting an agent. So what you'll want is to have an agent, choose an agent wisely that does that. The other thing too is because 40 to 60% of the properties, at least here in Southern California, are in short sale process, you're also going to want an agent, if you're a buyer, that knows what those are all about and has had dealings with those before, understands what the complete package is, understands how the mitigation department of the bank works. And if they're representing you as a buyer and they're very aware with the short sale, you're one step up, because more than likely the agent on the other side of the transaction is not aware of how short sales work, and they're not keeping completely informed as to how to get the process done. And they're also, a thing that we stumbled on here recently, the agents are not informing their seller as to all the possible repercussions of a short sale. So that's why when we have people come into our office and they're looking at as a short sale as a possible option, we need them to talk to all the right people. We can handle the real estate end of it, but what about tax implications? What about the legal issues? You're going to want to talk to maybe a foreclosure or bankruptcy attorney. You're going to want to kind of get an idea as to what the possibilities are. Are you employed? Do you have a 401k? Do you have a retirement? Is that going to be affected? For the most part, in everything that we've been working with, it does not. It has not been affected, but that doesn't mean you're not different. So again, it's something to think about. The agent is going to take that short sale listing and everything else and should market it as if it's another property for sale, because again, if the agent has their stuff together and the entire package is complete, including the offer, including the original contract, of course, letter of hardship, and any financial documents the mitigation department wants to look at. As long as that package is complete, once it comes across the desk of the mitigation department at the bank, then they'll be able to review that complete package. They'll be able to get the stuff out, get the BPO ordered, which is the broker price opinion, which is kind of like an appraisal but not as in-depth. Have them go look at the property. Once the BPO gets ordered, they'll probably do 2 or 3, gets back to the mitigation, they set a price, and then the particular person that the seller is in escrow with, the buyer, the bank will have the selling agent, the seller's agent, counter them and see what happens. But there's a lot to it, so don't get sidetracked by an agent trying to sell you something that he can't give you. So again, make sure that you're following up correctly and make sure they're disclosing everything to you. That's very important because it's your credit. That's what it really comes down to. Anyway, Connor McIver, 800-760-6911. I look forward to speaking with you soon. Any questions, don't hesitate to contact me via email. Connor, C-O-N-N-O-R, at Paris, P-A-R-I-S, 911.com. Have a great day, and if I could push the button on this to shut it off without having to look away from the camera, I would. But I'm not that good. Have a great day.